Hey everybody, welcome to the 10th Man Player Show, where I talk about baseball, everything about baseball. Today I want to talk about the Torpedo backs that everybody's talking about right now. You know, I've been watching a lot of games and it's kind of interesting, seeing these new bats. So, with that and everybody talking about it, I thought I'm going to do my own research and then give you guys my take on it. So this video is all about the new bat that everybody's talking about, the Torpedo bat. I can't say it right. Forgive me. So enjoy this video. Hey everybody. So like I said, this episode on the latest bat that everybody's talking about in Major League right now. Did the Yankees cheat? Did they not? So I'm gonna give you the rundown, my thoughts on the whole thing. These Torpedo backs, they look like bone pins. It's kind of funny seeing them because if you watch it from the TV view or far away, seeing the bat, to me it looked like a cartoon character, trying to swallow food or something. So, these bats, they actually been around since last season. The first person that I heard that used them was Francisco Lindora. Why it didn't get much hype, I don't know. Do I think they're funny looking? Yeah. Do I like them? I kind of have mixed feelings on them. But before I give you my thoughts on the whole thing, I want to give you all the information that I can about what I found out about the bats. So the person that designed the bat is this guy, Aaron Wendell, I think his name. Forgive me if I'm not saying his name right. But he used to coach the Yankees. He used to play Major League Ball. I didn't exactly do my research on that, but he's now a coach for the Miami Marlins. So he came up with the design for the bat and the way they should be and how they should be. And if you saw, these bats, you can tell that, the top of the bat is thinning. Well, they moved the barrel down when they say they move it closer to the hand. When from the picture, it looks like they move it more toward the middle. Why is that? Because they want to make more contact in the barrel for players who have a hard time hitting the barrel of the bat. When players like Aaron Judge doesn't use the bat, he didn't want to, so therefore he's not cheating. I'm not going to say cheating anymore because apparently they're not breaking any rules. And with that, I also want to go into that too, the rules and what they said about the rules and how it applies to the game today. Are they breaking the rules? Are they not? Well, let's go check out the rules. The bat rules. So I went and looked up MLB official rule book, and I came down to the bat rules. The bat shall be smooth, round, thick, not more than 2.61 inches in diameter at the thickness part and not more than 42 inches in length and the bat shall be one piece of solid wood. So it is just one big piece of solid wood. If you watch how they made the bat, you can see. It's not like, a military weapon where you have to, rebuild it in 30 seconds or something. So that's not what it is. They just moved the bat, and actually, you know what? I have the picture of the bat right here. So if you look at this picture, the bottom picture of the bat, that's in black, is a traditional bat. Then if you look at the cotton bat, that's the Colonel, I'm sorry if I can't say the name right. I have it in my head, but I can't get the words out. I have some speech impairment. But anyway, so if you look at it, yes, it looks like a bowling pin, doesn't it? Well, they just moved the barrel down a little bit to the middle area where they claim to say move closer to the hand, but to me it more looked in the middle to get more contact of the ball on the barrel. What I find funny about, these bats, when also to remind you that I'm not a professional ball player, I'm not an expert, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a physics major or a professional science. I'm just a guy, love the sport, and trying to understand it to the best of my knowledge. Although, with that, I find it kind of funny that the players that are using the bat are the ones that have trouble hitting the barrel or are not big hitters. I'm not saying they're bad players, I'm not saying they're great players. I get it. If there's a tool out there that's going to help you improve in the game, why not give it a try? So if you look at this list, these are all the players that are currently using the bat right now. You got some new names down there that are not really big in the majors yet, but then you got some young stars that are kind of, making a name for themselves. You got Cody Bellinger using it, Paul Goldschmidt is using it, and, they're a little bit older. Paul Goldschmidt is, up to retirement, but I don't blame him for, wanting to try something new. What do I think? Well, in the back of my mind, I'm kind of thinking, well, if you have trouble hitting the barrel, why not work on that? But then again, that's what the whole purpose of this bat is supposed to be for. Do I think it's great? But then again, with technology changing all the time and things moving around, I don't know. I also want to take you into one thing I almost forgot. If you look at Custer, this player, he said in an article, that had nothing to do, that's nothing new to me. Who were traded from the Yankees in December. I knew a few guys that did it last year. I don't think it mattered to me. I get the science and technology behind it. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. So it's been around since last year. Why is MLB not doing much? Or we can go over the rule saying, there's a couple other things. The second part of the rule, the cup. Indicate the end of the bat up to 1/4 inch in depth. Permit it may be no wider than 2 inches. And no less than 1 inch diameter. The indicate must be curved with no foreign subject added. The bat handle for more for not more than 18 inches from its end may be covered or straightened from any material or substance. Improve the grip. Any subject any material subject that extends past the 18 inch and eliminates shall cause the bat to be removed from the game. Is MLB didn't do anything? Probably not right now. Will they look at it later in the season? Maybe. Is it kind of crazy that all of a sudden you got players hitting bombs like no big deal? Yeah. It's annoying. It's crazy. It's almost like watching a video game come to life before your eyes. But then you have to look at it as a business point of view. Why is MLB not doing much about it? Well, let's go back to a little bit of history. Mike McGwire, Sammy Sosa had a race to, 63 home runs. Well, a lot of people back then claimed that they saved baseball. Some would agree that it was bad for baseball. Some would agree that it saved baseball. I'm not someone that's going to, sit there and argue, because I'm someone that appreciates history and loves history for what it is. And I'm a big believer. I think we can learn from it. Right now, with this whole bat thing, it's stirring a lot of controversy. It's getting a lot of people to look at baseball. It's getting a lot of excitement. Like I was just talking to my brother-in-law, I don't know, a lot of people like seeing homers. It's kind of tough, in this situation, do I like it or not? I kind of have mixed feelings. But I can see it from a business point of view and MLB point of view where they're thinking about, okay, how can we draw people in the game? How can we get people more interested in the game? Well, that's what's going on right now. But also you have to remember this. It's early in the season. Now, I picked the Milwaukee Brewers to win the NL Central. Do I hate seeing them lose this badly right now? Yes. Right now, the team that I predict to go in the postseason are not looking too good for me. But then I had to remind myself that it's still early in the season, that this doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you. Although with teams getting creamed, 12-3 or, hitting homers like no big deal, yes. It's annoying. Dude. Although, you have to look at it that the season is long. Regardless with what you think, you can sit there and argue. You can even say, well, my team didn't design that. In other words, you're kind of saying, well, that's unfair. Are they cheating? I don't know. We read the rules. It's in the diamond rules. I did it from a different point of view. Like I just said, my team didn't design it. Well, it's unfair because my team didn't design that. I did. We all want credit in something. We all want the big thing. Although you have to remember with the long season, that's kind of one of the reasons why MLB is not really caring that much. Because it's still early in the season to, justify what's going on with the bats. Also, second thing, you have to remember baseball is an eye contact sport. Very physical sport. So if you think about it, your job as a pitcher is to strike that batter out. Your job as a hitter is to hit the ball off the pitcher. Like after just the Bird picture that just, I pulled up a while ago, he's not blaming the lumber. He admit he didn't have a good game. Matter of fact, he should have knew how to play the Yankees before the Yankees play him. Because I went back and watched that game. It wasn't pretty. They were saying they were kind of frustrating where it's like, why are you throwing a fastball down the middle? Especially to like a guy like Aaron Judge. He should have walked him in the first inning or something, with already knowing you had two guys that hit a home run off of you. So there was a lot of frustration there. But I had to, slow down and think about, well, wait a minute. This is only early in the season. And as we all know, with the long season, there's also a big injury bug that kind of happened more towards June going into July. So that's kind of one of the things about, why MLB is not doing much about this whole new bat thing. And like I said earlier, too, the Atlanta Braves just ordered it not long ago. And more teams are ordering the new bats. I believe I just heard Philadelphia Phillies doing some research on it, and they're looking into doing some. So it's kind of, I think they actually plan on getting some more. So it's just kind of like, it's the tool. Do we like it? Do I like it? I kind of have some mixed feelings on it. I understand it from two different points of view. One, I'm old school, so I would much rather just leave it out. But on the flip side, I understand it at a player's point of view. If you have trouble hitting the barrel and you want something to help you, make your game better by hitting on the barrel. So I get it from that point of view, but at a fan point of view and a guy that respects history and loves history and wants the game old-fashioned way for the way it is, that's my thought on it. Although, I think, and I'm not a professional athlete or anything, it's like, well, wouldn't you want to, work on hitting on the barrel versus try to move the bat more down the middle to make contact with the ball? But that's just my own thought. So really, it's interesting. Are they breaking any rules? I don't know. After all my research and my, kind of listening to different podcasts and, watching videos and reading about it, I say it's interesting. I say give it time, but also remember, people, it's way too early in the season to complain about this thing. And also, it's been going on since last year with this new bat thing. It's just, a tool, but also teams need to work on playing better, thinking harder, and how to use the pitching, how to come up to bat, and that's just my own thought. If you have any questions or comment below. I'll be happy and willing to read them and try and answer them the best I can. Otherwise, what do I think about them? I think they're weird. I think they're kind of funny. Sometimes, if I'm not really paying attention, you don't really think about it until you're watching the game. To me, it's like a video game, it looks like. I would like to see this thing the old-fashioned way, but then again, I want the game to be popular. I want see more fans engaged in the game. And I think we need to do research, but also understand things from a different perspective. And who knows? I mean, how long will this thing last? Is it gonna be banned? Is it gonna be, illegal? Right now, they're not breaking any rules. It's all in the rules. They can play it, and you know, I think I would have more than a hate if they would bring in metal bats in the game than changing the bat. But I think it's interesting. It definitely didn't go down in history for baseball history of what happened to bats and all that stuff. But that's just my own thought, and really, I would just take them out. But at the same time, I understand why people, want them and what they use them for. And yeah, that's my thought, and thank you for watching. Have a good day, everybody.